So most Muslims today are chasing the wrong income pathways, and they don't even know it. They're drowning in these business models that drain their time and their deen and their mental peace, but more importantly, don't really meet some criteria that I believe in everyone knows are vital and imperative to chasing a halal income pathway. And there's a halal income pathway that not a lot of brothers are talking about, nor is it really right in front of them, but it actually is. It's been right in front of you. It's just an opportunity that you haven't really heard of, or maybe been exposed to. And let's be real, the average Muslim today is trapped. They're struggling. They've got that emptiness. They don't have no routine. They're trapped in a 9 to 5, or they're trapped with no time for their deen, and trapped with rising costs, and more importantly, they don't have no freedom. So what do they really turn to? They try different business models. They never master one. They go on to the next one, drop shipping. And there are some, halal ways of going about that. Of course, most of it's haram. Amazon FBA, trading, e-com. And we're going to be going through all of this anyways. And even property, and that obviously requires a lot of high income costs. And all these business models that look, glamorous on TikTok and, all these other platforms, but they often leave you more stressed than when you actually started, subhanallah. So here's the truth that nobody actually wants to say out loud. Success has really nothing to do with the actual model. It has everything to do with the actual path that you choose, and obviously you becoming a different version of yourself and being ready to go on that journey of business. And there is, like I said, a halal income pathway that I'm going to break down for you. And in this video, I'm literally going to break down why most Muslims are choosing the wrong income paths, the real factors that actually determine whether a business model works, the halal kind of income pathway that gives you all of these things that you can see on the right, in these 4 boxes, and more importantly, gives you more control. And because of that, it gives you more control, more freedom, and more stability over your time, your deen, your location, and brings you that contentment. So then I'm going to obviously show you, inshallah, the actual proof, real brothers who followed it and changed their life, including myself. By the end of this video, inshallah ta'ala, you'll know exactly what path you should be on, and why so many Muslims never make it, not because they're lazy, but because they were never shown a clear pathway, a roadmap, a blueprint in the first place. So stay with me, because if you can't stay with me for the next 10, 15 minutes, then this isn't for you, right? And you're more or less going to live and miss out on an opportunity that you probably don't want to, inshallah ta'ala. So let's dive into it. And you can see there's obviously business models right here in your face right now. And alhamdulillah, I put it in a circle. These are the most popular ones out there today. I may have missed a few, but these are what's out there. And I'm sure some of you who are watching right now may have been, have probably tried, have entered into this type of pathway, and might have worked out, may not have. But let's talk about a couple of things. Not a couple of things, but let's talk about these 4 factors you see on the right. As you can see, profitability is the first thing that you look at. And I'm not ranking in order. They all hold importance. And I'll explain why. When anyone goes into a halal business model, a halal income pathway, what do they consider? What makes them want to go and do it? Think about it like that. Profitability is one. Okay. How profitable will I be in this field, in this pathway, in this route that I take? Whether that be an Amazon FBA, marketing agency, recruitment agency. What's the cost? What will it cost me to actually get into this field? Right? What will I have to pay? What will I have to cough up from my own funds to actually make a start? Longevity. How long will I be able to make this business last? Is there potential? Is the market crazy saturated? Is there potential for me to scale this business on a 5 to 10 year period? Okay. And then beginner friendliness. How easy is it for me? And that obviously is a case by case basis, but I'm talking about how easy the actual industry is. For example, trading. Is that beginner friendly? No way it's not. You need to have skills, okay? Or you might have, someone who's done a lot of, who've hit crazy figures, and you're learning under him. But even then, trading is a gamble. I put it there, but it's not. In a lot of scholars say it's not even halal. Bitcoin, yeah, that's an investment, but you're not going to use that as a means to make money, right? Bitcoin is an investment. Trading, forex, all these other bits and bobs, stock exchanges and stuff, they're ambiguous. They're, the scholars talk about gharara, which is gharar, which is ambiguity. Okay, ambiguity, and it's just too volatile, too unpredictable, and it's based sometimes off gambles. So that's not even it's not even halal in my opinion. Anyways, other scholars hold that. The minority of the scholars hold that. But listen, we're not going into that lesson. Beginner friendliness, like an Airbnb coaching. How easy would that be for me to go into property? I spelled that wrong, but subhanallah. So property. Okay. So as you can see, these four factors over here, they determine how whether you should go into a business model or not. And most of these business models, if not all, they actually require a level of experience to thrive. Not to mention the upfront capital. For example, ecom can't just start off with a 1K budget. You need at least 5K to start off with. That's at least minimum. Now, but what if I told you you were paid based on a skill and not the hours you put in? I'm talking about a 9 to 5 job, or even, the hours that you put in there in a business model. Because in what I'm about to show you, your hours are flexible, right? You control your schedule. You are paid based on how good you are at the skill. Okay. And what if this halal income pathway, which doesn't require a business model, you don't need a business model to be to actually thrive in this halal income pathway. You don't need marketing skills. You don't need to know how to run a team. You don't need to know how to develop a product. You don't need to create content. You don't need to do any of that, right? You just need to be good at one skill. Nor does it require prior skill set, experience, or qualifications. Because everyone who started in this industry, they started off with zero experience, except for the minority who may have come from a certain background. But that is not a deal breaker. You not having experience. You are paid based on commission. You are paid through commission on the skill, and it's uncapped. Meaning, uncapped means the sky is the limit. If they say you're going to earn 3 to 5K, that doesn't mean you're going to strictly earn 3 to 5K that month. Go up. It depends on your skill, performance, and on your dedication and consistency, right? And if you think about it like this, look, we mentioned all these four factors, and I'm going to prove to you and show you why before I even reveal to you what it is. Okay, how is it beginner friendly? How does it have beginner friendliness? What if it had beginner friendliness? Because all you need is good communication skills and the drive to succeed. Okay, you need to be very consistent, dedicated, and hardworking. But obviously, you need good communication skills with a laptop and a strong Wi-Fi connection. That's all you need to get in. That is all you need to get into this industry. Profitability. Appointment says 1 to 8K. Okay, they earn between 1 to 8K. Closers, they earn between 8 to 15K. Okay, per month on average. Appointment says on average 1 to 8K. Low cost and the cost. You can come into a mentorship program. That's all that you need, right? And it's up to you. Alhamdulillah, we run a mentorship program, and inshallah we're gonna get to that anyways. But you are self-employed, so there's no cost on your side. Even if you want to go solo, which you can do, but obviously it's gonna expand the timeline of success, and it might take you a bit longer to get there without guidance, without support, without someone who's walked the path, and someone's gonna give you a guided mentorship. Okay. And like I said, the only cost that you really have is that you would pay for a mentorship. If you really want to fast track your growth and earn big money as quick as you can, it's mentorship. I come from a background where I only succeeded in this pathway that I'm about to show you, because I invested in a mentorship. That's what got me there. With first and foremost, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tabarak wa ta'ala, because I was an X9 to 5 worker. And the last time I actually did a video about my journey, I was actually on 55K, as in closed deals. And now I'm about to show you where I am right now. Longevity. The Muslim market is just getting started. It's maturing. It's still there. It's maturing. It's getting bigger. They need more of those setters and closers. They need more of them. But it's just getting started. Because the non-Muslim market, they've been doing it for 10, 15 years. It's got ample offers, but it just doesn't have enough good setters. Okay? There's a shortage of good setters. which is why the market is screaming for top quality setters because they play an important part of the role. Now, what am I talking about in terms of setters, closers? What do we even call this? What is this? High ticket sales. Yeah. This is the halal income pathway that's going to give you financial freedom. That's going to give you location freedom. That's going to give you time for the important things, your family, your prayers, and it's going to allow you to pivot out of your 9 to 5 job. And it's not a business model. You are paid based on your skill. You only need communication skills and a real drive and dedication. So it's simple. High ticket. Let's just break this down for you. For people who are new, because some people will say, "Oh, this is just too good to be true," but that's not the belief that you should have, akhi. It's just new to you. You don't know much about it. Go do some research, and don't be those consumers who are thinking, "Oh, you know what? They're making 50K a month. I want to get there." Yeah, you're gonna get there, but you got to put in the effort, right? And if you have longevity, you yourself survive, have longevity, I assure you, akhi, you can make average 10K a month. Alhamdulillah. So it's simple. High ticket offers are packages between 1 to 15K. You can either be an appointment setter where this is where you start off, and you can rise to become a closer. Now, in about 2-3 minutes, I'm going to show you, where I got to and what the typical trajectory was for me. Okay, appointment setters qualify the leads and manage their funnels. Okay, appointment setters, they qualify people who are interested. For example, people who watch the webinar. Now you're going to go out and reach out to them, and then you're going to qualify them, and then you're going to book them into a calendar, and the closer's going to come and close the deal, right? If it's ethically good for him, and if they qualify and they meet the expectations of the program. Examples being agencies, coaches, mentorship programs, course creators. They charge between 1 to 15K for packages. Then let's break that down into specific examples. Fitness offers, biz op offers, sales agencies, lead generation agencies, content agencies. These are agencies who more or less run online services. These are all digital online services. For example, course creators, they run a business that's online. Everything's done online. Meetings, fulfillment, managing the students, managing the lifetime relationship of the client. This is all done online. Now, why this is so great and why you can earn commission very quickly is because these deals are closed most deals are closed in one call. Some deals are closed in two. I'd say it's about 80-20 split. 80% of deals are closed within one call, and other deals are closed between two calls. Now, let me show you some tangible proof. And before I even get to these brothers that I'm going to show you, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about brothers that I know. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you them because they come from backgrounds and they come from disadvantaged backgrounds. They don't have what someone like you have. Really good communication. You live in a westernized society where you have family around you. You don't come from a low income country, okay? And you don't have this accent, or you don't have a limiting kind of limited communication. Okay. And I picked these examples for a reason. Is because if I pick like the top of the bunch, you'd be thinking, okay, these guys just, these brothers they're made for it. It's you. It's how you go into this. It's your attitude. It's your determination. It's your ability to not give up. And I promise you, you will succeed with Allah's permission. And I say there's a 3-step formula. There's intention, there's dua, and then there's the means. You got to have all three. The intention needs to be right. The connection with the Lord needs to be right. And you got to take the means. So number one, we got brother, and I'll just zoom out here just to show you all. And I'll just make my screen a bit smaller. Okay, it is small. Great. Okay, so let's focus on all these brothers. I'll just quickly go through it, okay? So we got a brother here from my student from India. I'm not going to mention his name because he didn't want it mentioned. He has a very strong accent, okay? His communication skills is not like, someone from the West, someone who's native language. He closed his first deal, and he closed another deal after that. Obviously, I just didn't put the screenshot up. And he's doing a phone setting role. A phone setting role. No, he's either doing a phone setting role. No, he's doing a closing role. I'm very sorry. He's closing deals on a call with someone, right? With a prospect. That's his first closed deal. Then we got a brother here from Nigeria who just says, as you can see, just bought myself a 0 mileage MacBook M4 Pro. Okay, 3 years ago I started doing something remote, doing remote high ticket sales as a DM setter from a third world country, as I was saying, with just Wi-Fi and hunger to make it. Now I can buy gadgets I never dreamt of. Nigerian brother from our network. Now, then we got Leif, who's my student. He's from France. He dropped out of uni and he went full time with appointment setting. And lo and behold, he's thriving, absolutely thriving in a phone setting role where he's had 5 closed deals so far, and he just recently started, and he's got a strong accent, right? A lot of people who have strong accents that don't hold the communication skills like maybe I would have, they would lack in confidence. But this is to show you what it's beginner friendly. This is to show you that it's low cost. This is to show you that it's got high profit. This is to show you that there's longevity. Because what did he say? 3 years ago. Imagine 3 years ago. What about now? 3 years ago was just when the Muslim market was getting started, or about 3.5 or 4. And we're talking about fast forward 4 years, because this was this year, this screenshot. Now, where am I trying to go with this? It meets all 4 of the criteria, the prerequisites, the pillars that one looks at before they go into a business model. Now, lastly, as you can see here, this is part of my journey. And I'll skim through this because I have another video of where I was talking about my journey, and that's when I was at 55K or about 50. Okay. Now, I, alhamdulillah, with the permission of Allah, broke into remote sales. I was an X5 9 to 5 worker. I knew there was potential in this industry. And yeah, I just had to put in the work with Allah's permission, with Allah's door that was open for me, and with the provision that Allah blessed me with. So as you can see here, I broke into high ticket sales, and these are some closed deals, some examples of closed deals that I did, that I set. And I was a DM setter, / community setter. I was a phone setter, and I've been a phone closer. Phone closer, by the way, is you close deals on the phone. Then I became a closer. And by the way, I still work as a closer while running my own agency for a Muslim brand, okay, called Bill Fast. Check them out. And that's Abu Abdullah's agency, alhamdulillah. Medina Project. Check him out. Anyways, as you can see here, this was my travels, and these are some crazy close deals that I did in one day, alhamdulillah. And here we have it in terms of my own 5-figure agency, where students have been, enrolling into roles. Now, alhamdulillah, if you're new here, then my name is Akib, as you know, and I run a program called Remote Risk, where we help young Muslim men break into remote appointment setting through the same roadmap that I followed. And I battle tested this program, and I created a guided mentorship, and made dozens of brothers and roles. And we assure you that we can land a role for you in 45 days, inshallah ta'ala. So if you haven't checked us out, the links are below. Alhamdulillah. We've got free training in our school community. So if you do want to, see how this business model is in a more deeper dive, sorry, not even a business model, this income pathway, then join our school and check us out. But at the same time, we have a website. Check that out and see if you actually qualify, and if you really want to get into an income pathway that doesn't require a business model and meets all 4 of those criteria, inshallah ta'ala. As you can see here, brothers who have landed roles with Muslim agencies, me running my business remotely and running group sessions over here, and of course, students who, alhamdulillah, have been really enjoying our program. Of course, if I just zoom in a little bit, as you can see here, some Khalil, Muhammad Yusuf, Ayman, Ubaid, alhamdulillah. So where am I going with this? I scaled my agency to 5 figures, helping young Muslim men with the same roadmap that I went through, right? I built the roadmap, and I'm helping Muslim brothers, alhamdulillah. So let me just end this finally. Okay, as you can see on top of the examples that I've already shown you, in addition to this, I had various setting roles where I generate over 30K for all these companies, but I generated in total over 100K in closed deals for myself and for these agencies, and it's probably near the 130K mark now. I haven't obviously been very pinpoint with my data, but I can 100% say it's way over the 100K mark. And I've scaled Remote Risk, which is our agency, to a 5-figure agency. So how long did this take me? As opposed to you running a business and you trying to scale that business. This happened all in 10 months. 10 months. Some brothers, don't get me wrong, They've made more in less than that. Some closers out there that I know make 15K a month. There's one closer that I spoke to recently. He made 20K in 1 month in his last month. That was his record-breaking month, and he was averaging, he said, around 6 to 10K a month for, or was it 8 to 13? Sorry, 8 to 13K a month he was averaging, and he hit 20K a month. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about the 20K a month because he mentioned it on a call with me. So where am I going with this? This is the halal income pathway that Muslims need to get into. And just note down those 4 things that I mentioned, right? As well as these examples of these. Don't even use me as an example. Look at these brothers who are no different to you. They come from low income backgrounds. You would think that they have limiting beliefs. I've got accent. I don't have experience. I don't have confidence. I don't have what all the other sets have, you know. But they've done very well for themselves, and they're winning. Alhamdulillah. So you either want to lose or you either want to win or you either want to lose. And at the end of the day, you can choose 100 different business models, but only a few will give you control of your time, freedom, and space for your deen, right? Because with this business model, you can go to Salah, come back. You can spend time with your family and come back, right? You can spread your hours across the day. Remote sales is one of the high ticket sales is one of the rare pathways that's halal. It's low risk, and it actually creates opportunity for brothers like you. And the proof is there. Real Muslims and results, real freedom. So alhamdulillah, if you're serious about, changing your situation and building life on your own terms, now is the time to take that first step. Your risk is written, but the effort is on you. And inshallah ta'ala, this might just be the most important video that you've watched in ending 2025 and going into 2026. So alhamdulillah, brothers, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you really liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, check Remote Risk out, see if this is, alhamdulillah, something that would fit you. And alhamdulillah, we offer free roadmap calls to see if, map out your whole journey, answer your questions, and genuinely see if this is something that is good for you. Okay? So I will see you on the next one, and take away all of this information. And I really hope it changes your perspective. And if you're in a business model right now, you got to ask yourself, does it meet those criteria? The criteria that I just set. Alhamdulillah. Barakallah feek. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.